With us now, she just wrapped her panel, is Samantha. Welcome. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. So, have you been to NACB before?
I have been once before last year. We were originally supposed to do this panel in Miami, and unfortunately COVID kind of punted it to now, so it's long overdue.
You told me that what you do is you help people monetize content. That's really important because as a content creator myself over the years, that has been challenging. You told me it's always challenging. Like what's going on in the world right now?
I mean, I think it's always been challenging. You go back to, the 1950s and people were freaking out about TV disrupting theatrical and what should be a movie on theatrical and what should be on TV. And then you flash forward to the 80s and it was cable versus broadcast. And, then probably 10, 15 years ago, it was, oh my gosh, streaming. And so now I think it's just there's a plethora of distribution outlets, and it's all about finding the right audience for the right window of that content.
And how do you do that at your company?
We work with other companies, like some of those on my panel, to help them, solve some of their business challenges and questions. So looking at, like let's take this Telemundo that was on our panel. They have a whole bunch of different owned outlets for distribution, whether it's their linear broadcast network, cable networks, Peacock, the streaming, and they can also sell content to a third party. So kind of working with them to help them understand what the trade-offs are and how to make data-driven, informed decisions.
Like, what was the inspiration for you on your journey?
I've always wanted to be in media, and I have an MBA, and the business side is sort of where my sweet spot is, and frankly, it's just fascinating because there's so much disruption that is constantly happening where business models are completely being turned on their head. It used to be very clear that you sold an individual piece of content to the highest bidder, but now you have to look more holistically at all your owned properties and, growing the company holistically. So it's just fascinating to me.
And who's there? It's Samantha and Donna. Stay tuned. Be well.